Hamas does not operate in isolation. None of these resistance axis factions operate in isolation. Increasingly, they are interlinked into a symbiotic relationship with the broader resistance axis. The equation now is blood for blood, with the caveat that if the war into Gaza expands, hinting at a ground invasion, that Hezbollah may intervene. Iran has invested in Gaza over at least the past 20 years. Right? And this is by Hezbollah's admission. Al-Akhbar has run several reports on how Ahmad Mughniyeh, their former military chief, visited Gaza after the Israeli engagement in 2005, imparted knowledge in terms of rocket warfare capabilities, rocket warfare tactics, tunnel warfare, the money they've given to Gaza, the training, the know-how. We don't know if they have advisors on the ground. And it's not just Hamas, right? We have Palestinian Islamic Jihad and the whole joint operations room of the Palestinian resistance factions, 12 factions that Iran is invested in building up their power. This is a major blow to Iran if the Israelis follow through on their threat to eliminate basically all the militant factions there, the terrorist factions there. Is it worth risking Hezbollah's longevity to save or at least counter the threat that Israel poses to that southern front? I think that's going to be an ongoing calculus for Iran. All these things would divide the Israeli government's decision-making, its attention. That doesn't mean that all these actions are going to play out as Hezbollah intended. West Bank has remained relatively quiet. Arab Israelis have actually responded in a way. I mean, I've seen things that have surprised me where Arab Israelis have gotten on TV and said, we are supporting the IDF. Right? And that's something, it's not just the leadership, it's average people who are kind of motivated to help their country. And that's really changed the equation. We can also imagine that if Hezbollah initiates a war with Israel, economic recovery aid is not going to be forthcoming, not from the Arab countries, not from the West. There is a price that Hezbollah will have to pay. And by extension, Iran will have to pay for opening up that second front. And that is potentially weakening Hezbollah's standing.